and eating it. That sweet, oh, so nice. Well, we have got some honeysuckle here for you that is not the wild kind. So we're not going to make it go crazy and be, this is going to be much more contained. It's not a weed, as you call it.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
not a weed. M57234 is your item number. This is the Peaches and Cream 2-piece honeysuckle vine set. $29.98, and the easy pay of $7.49 will be gone at the end of the day. So this honeysuckle, I kind of mentioned it, but I want you to give us a better idea. What makes this different? Yeah, so we have the breeding technology on this honeysuckle is such so that it doesn't get out of control. I remember that, as you said, plucking the little stamen out of the center and waiting till that little droplet gets on the end and then eating it off, and that little taste of sweet honey is just like the taste of summer. And surprisingly enough, my husband had never done that before. So I remember when we moved to Pennsylvania, we would take walks and I start pulling honeysuckle off these weeds growing on the sides of people's houses, and he's like, "What are you doing?" So that is a memory that's created for most people, but he said to me, "Why can't we grow this at home?" And I said, "Well, we can, not this particular one, because this grows a little wild, but this Peaches and Cream is going to be more compact and more controlled. You won't need to worry about it getting out of control. Plus, check out these colors. You've got these two gorgeous colors, but that same sweet honeysuckle nectar." Nice. So 2 plants, and I'm noticing you've put these in containers, but I mean, those flowers are so cool. Oh, they're so beautiful. Intricate. And and they do attract pollinators because they've got a great nectar, and they also have the stems of the flowers are another color. So you've got a lot of color on this honeysuckle vine. When I lived in Florida, I had a home, and I did a whole kind of garden bed, and I had my wooden fence out in the back. Could I, if I had a bed like that, could I put those on the fence? The only reason we have them in containers is to be able to show them to you. So I would love these in the ground. They'll climb up, they'll climb tall, 10 feet tall. I mean, here I'm standing in the middle. I felt like we were so far apart. Standing in the middle of these will just grow and grow and grow. So if you put them on a mailbox post, put them along a fence, you put them anywhere a lamp post, you put them anywhere that you want some coverage and some color, and they will grow up and out, and they will cover that area. Ooh. Yeah. I'm thinking of my front that gets, because this needs sun. This does like full sun, yep. So this would be a plant that wants full sun. And we have it in containers here, which you can do. We have a nice sturdy wrought iron trellis here to support it, because this plant's going to want to grow up. Okay, so let me give you an update. We started with 5,000 this season. We have fewer than 700 now to go around for the rest of the season. Wow. And remember, you're getting a twofer here. I only have 1 lamppost in my front yard. So I have 2 plants, 1 lamppost. If I was going to get this, I would take my one and put it around my lamppost, let it grow up and around, and give the other one to another neighbor. That's right, because that's a twofer. And plans to give to somebody for a birthday or for a graduation gift or a Mother's Day gift is so nice to do that. Even if it's not shipping out to you right away, give her an IOU. Right. Right? Give them an IOU. Yeah. If they just moved into a new home, oh my gosh, another. Great way to go, right? Oh, I love that idea to give these away, because then you can call each other and say, "Oh, did you go out and get some honeysuckle today?" Or "Is your honeysuckle blooming?" So this will be a midsummer bloomer, and so these blooms will start to come out early summer, and they'll just continue to bloom all summer long. And so that's why it's such a great pollinator plant, because the pollinators all, you saw the picture with the hummingbird. It will just be covered on this honeysuckle vine. Oh, I know, which is so cool. So if I planted it next to my pole, right? My light pole. How do I do that? What does it look like when it comes? And show me that. And then so it is a fast grower too. So this looks like it's this could be the end of your first season. It's a really fast grower, certainly by the end of your second season. And so this is the sample. And so what you would do is, it's you think that it was going to be something bigger than this, but it's a fast grower. So just take this, you dig a simple hole, and it will continue to grow. It will wrap and twine and wind all on its own. If you go out there and you see there's some strays, you can certainly help it a little bit, but you won't need to do that. There's really low maintenance required on this. And should I snip some of these if they're kind of out and about, or would I want to make sure I wind? I would wind them in, tuck them in if you do see them growing. You don't need to cut them. I think that you could, but each one will be this strong, sturdy vine. And that's the really cool thing about this too, is that the vine, maybe you have grapevines, or you use grapevines to decorate in arrangements. So these vines are really neat too. They get to be this
strong wooden vine, and they're twisty and turny. So when the leaves do die back, it's an interesting look as well.
Would I cut this all back in the wintertime down to the ground again, or would I let it go?
It will grow from the ground back up. So you can, or you can leave it, because the vine is actually really pretty. It gets twisted and turned, and it has a very interesting look. So you could leave it, or you could cut it back.
Okay. So M57234, there's not a lot of these remaining for the rest of the season. It's 4 easy payments of $7.50. Nothing to ship these out to you, which is nice. 650 now left to go around for the rest of the season. And are you planning your garden yet? Have you gotten out to start pruning and shaping up your hedges? Have you started to decide, gosh, I want different plants this year, or I always plant annuals, or I actually have moved and now I want to have something different, right?
Yep.
So this is a great set to have, right? It's the Honeysuckle vine set, that 2-piece, or peaches and cream is the name of this. Healthy, great plants that'll ship out to you.
And I like to call plants like this problem solvers, because if you're looking, you know, it will provide color and it will bring the pollinators to your garden. But you know what you're really doing here is you're solving a problem. If you have something that you want to cover, if you have an area, this could also act as a natural fence, a living fence.
Yeah.
So if you have it in containers with some wrought iron trellises like this, it will create that living fence for you. So this is one of those problem solver plants. So think about that area in your garden where you know, maybe I want to cover that up. This is what will do it.
I keep thinking about, you know, next to the air compressor.
Yes.
Like, that is
You need some hydrangeas there.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's where I need it. That's right. Okay, so the Cottage Farms Peaches and Cream 2-piece honeysuckle vine set is just $29.98 with an easy pay of $7.40.